Daddy and Mommy miss you when you're not home. It's so hard to go home every day to the house that's empty and knowing that your baby should be there.
When people are having babies, they expect they're going to bring a healthy baby home, and here they are, their baby's sick, their baby has to stay in the hospital. It could be a few days, could be a few weeks, could be a few months, and having a place where they can bond with their baby will just make the outcome so much better.
We have a level 3 neonatal intensive care unit in our hospital that serves a birth population of approximately 3,000 births per year. Our neonatal ICU takes care of a variety of patients, premature babies from the lowest gestational ages, the lowest birth weights, as small as about a pound, all the way to full-term babies who have respiratory problems and other abnormalities of birth.
I delivered a set of twin boys, and I was a NICU mom for 120 days. I went into labor 3 months early, and I had the most amazing experience for such a scary situation. The last stage of development for each of them, which is very critical, is lung development. A large part of their stay, I would say, was making sure that we got their breathing and their lungs to be as developed as possible.
This is my son, Gary. He was born February 23rd, 2004, here at Staten Island University Hospital. To look back at our NICU experience, we had wonderful, wonderful stay there. However, the atmosphere of the NICU is still exactly the same.
If my baby was in the NICU, I would want to be able to come and spend the day. We want to encourage breastfeeding and bonding, and the environment that we have here is not conducive to that. The parents, there's no place for them to stay and spend the day. This is a typical area where a mom would breastfeed with a privacy screen if the baby had to be on a monitor. We do have breastfeeding rooms for privacy, but a lot of our babies unfortunately are sick and they have to stay on the monitor.
The number one thing about the NICU is that you take 4 steps forward, 3 steps back, 5 steps forward, 2 steps back. So it's always a little bit of a roller coaster ride up there.
My daughter been here for about 3 days with the NICU. They've been wonderful. They're hands-on with the kids. They let you know everything. Only down part about being here is there's no privacy. You can't really have one-on-one time with your child. I can't really have my family up here because it's just close quarters. It's very hard to actually bond. Or if you're here and the other people are here, you can't really breastfeed. It's just very tight and uncomfortable.
While we're very proud of the sophisticated medicine that we provide, we definitely are in need of new digs, so to speak, and a better physical plant. We have some issues with overcrowding. The new unit that's planned is going to have private rooms.
To have an area maybe even where you could gather with other moms and dads so you can have some support. An area where maybe you can sit and read about their diagnosis.
We are extremely limited by a facility that's really many years old now. And so our patients are close to one another at times. This includes to minimize noise and other environmental stimuli.
When one baby would cry, then all the babies would start to cry, or when a monitor would go off, all the monitors would start to go off.
Issues of space also impact the staff. While we're very proud of what we do, we definitely need more space and things are physically crowded.
While we care for these children, the demands are only growing. Staten Island, as you know, is a growing borough in New York City, and along with that growth, there will be the arrival of additional newborns as well.
Having a new facility and having space to accommodate parents will also help with discharge preparation. I mean, it's definitely the goal to have the parents really feel comfortable to take this baby home. Some of these babies go home on oxygen, medications, feeding issues. So to have the mom and dad be able to stay here and really learn how to care for that baby that they're taking home.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your support to the new Joseph Maffeo Neonatal Intensive Care Unit.